Okay, guys, so I'm gonna test out streaming here and um, showing you how I find products to sell. So I'll generally just start with like a search of like men's polo shirt to, so this is the way I search for brands and things. So I'll do this and then I'll scroll down and go to sold listings because I'm only curious and what's selling, and then I'll leave it on in date recent first typically, and then I just look through and see what products show up. Um, so this first item here is like a vintage Montgomery Ward polo, and then I'll open up the product and then switch over to the detail product page, which the way I have this set up, it's not working. So normally I'll open it in a new tab, which now clicking on it just defaulted to a new tab. I'm trying to get this to share the way I want it to share, and it's not cooperating for me. So this is making things challenging. Let's see. Why does this keep opening in a new tab and then. Okay, so. Okay, now it looks like the new tab's displaying. So I'll scroll down and I'll come down to the pictures and I'll try to look at the tag to get an idea of the tag and what it looks like, because looking at the tag is how I typically try to find products to sell. And I don't know if this is actually streaming or not right now. Um, is this working? Yeah, so this is not display. Okay, so it looks like it's displaying, yeah, the page. So maybe it's because there's a delay going on. Okay, I think I'm figuring this out. So I'll look at the tag and get a picture, and this one's got a faded tag and things. So Nike stuff I'm familiar with. This one's good because it's got the college or school, so that makes it more desirable. Branded, sort of like related to schools and things, are um, typically better than if they're if it's just a random sort of shirt. Uh, so yeah, so looking for sports stuff's always a good bet. Um, Sports stuff generally sells very well. FootJoy is another good brand that I'm already familiar with. That one actually sold for a really cheap price, but yeah, so looking at the tag on it, and I'm not surprised that it sold. Like, that's a really cheap price, but FootJoy is easy to find with their tag, and it's just the FJ, and normally they have the FJ on the back, so FootJoy is an easy brand to find. This is a cool one. So anything like this that again is sports themed and it's a really unique looking, lots of patches. Patches always do really well for jerseys and things. So the more patches and embroidery type stuff, the better when it comes to shirts and things. So that's something to keep in mind when you're looking is looking for cool patches that stand out. Because sometimes you'll find polos and stuff with cool big patches. So these button shirts popped up because the term polo, you could like minus Ralph Lauren to make sure, okay. And then another tip is you see new stuff popping up. So right now I'm really curious on more used things. So to get it to used, you click on change condition and then go to pre-owned, and then that way you're only looking at used stuff. And see, once I do that, of course, a Ralph Lauren polo pops up with a nice big patch on it. So I typically don't buy a lot of polos, but Ralph Lauren polos with patches or the big horse and things I will look at. So I'll show you what like a big horse looks like. So this sort of, and you can see that the sell price is really good. And then another tip is you can put in like a minimum price range. So for polos, anything above 20 is probably a good purchase price. Or good sell price. You get lower than that price and you're not really making a lot of money after shipping it. But as you can see, like some of these big horse stuff with embroideries do really well. This one, yeah, is Italy with all kinds of patches and different things, and it's key to take a lot of pictures. So I'm gonna leave this here. This was just kind of a trial test sort of thing. So if you liked it, check my other videos, because I have other videos with this type of stuff, and I'm gonna start doing this more frequently to share what sort of things to hunt for. But like I said, this was just a